Hey there. I just got back from doing a segment on Talk of the Town with Lisa Peters, and it was all about talking about my book coming out next week, Your Balanced and Bold Life, Work Less, Live More, and Be Your Best. And it is a book that I needed a few years ago when I was burning out, overworked, overwhelmed every single day. And what helped me to learn how to keep boundaries and say no and all that while I was still in my corporate career. What it also shares is what helped me after I left my corporate career and learning how to calm my racing mind and feel less stressed. And it's the book I needed all those years ago, but it's a book I need today to stay the course. And also what has helped a lot of my clients as well. And I wanted to create something that I could offer you to read and figure out what balance looks like for you and what can help you feel less stressed and better navigate the constant demands in messy everyday life. And what I wanted to hop on and share with you today, when I think of my last even 24 hours from now, and there have been a few things that have happened, things that I feel anxious about, I feel stressed about, I feel worried about. And it reminds me going through these times of just how I would have really struggled in the past handling something like this. And I just want to share with you three things that helped. One, not being burned out in the first place. And if this is you, don't worry, there is that path forward. But when we are overworked, overwhelmed, we have less capacity to handle when the harder things happen, when the more stressful moments happen. And so uh, working less, keeping boundaries, seeing it as it's going to help you be more focused and recharge and show up and honor what you need to be and feel your best. I am certain had I been operating like I used to, I would have had a really hard time navigating some of these things. And what it would have looked like is I would have been impatient with people. I would have been impatient with my kids. I wouldn't have been present and a lot more stressed and anxious than I was. And then the second thing is doing the things that help you to feel good every day and bringing that as an intention. So I think a lot of people, and no judgment, I used to do this, and sometimes I still can fall into this, but you either do the things that help you feel good, like going for a walk or exercise or meditate or having some breaks in your day, whatever that is for you. You might keep those things, but when life gets really busy or things go sideways, you drop the things that help you. Or people don't do those things until they get so burned out and feeling like they're going to break and then start to put it into their day. And what I want to invite you is to start to think of doing this every single day and bring that intention. Now it might look different each day. Instead of hour that you have for it, you might only have 20 minutes for something, but still making this a part of your everyday. And again, I'm certain I would not be able to navigate some of the, especially now, like putting out a book and some other personal things going on. I would have a hard time doing it, but I see, getting up in the morning, meditating or going for a walk, I can still creep in. I don't have time for this, but I step back and go, okay, these are the very things that are going to help me navigate my day or navigate my week. So that is the second thing. And the third thing, to just remember that when, shit hits a fan and things totally go sideways, is that we do have this choice in that moment. We can get swept up in the overwhelm and the worry and the frustration, or we can treat, how we're feeling as a cue to pay attention, to step back and take a pause for a moment and think about, okay, what do I really need right now? Or how do I want to show up in this moment with the person that I'm with? And be able to, even focus your attention not on all the things that could go wrong or your frustrations, and bring it back to the present moment with whatever you are doing. And that is a skill you can build and you can learn, but understanding that you do have this choice in the moment. And the old me, some of the things that happened the last couple of days, and again, not perfect, I lost my patience a couple times, but it's way better than it used to be. And a lot of that came with like, okay, paying attention how I feel, like I'm feeling overwhelmed or I'm feeling anxious about this thing, and taking a deep breath and step back and being, okay, what do I really need right now? And when you start to honor that, when you start to pause and pay attention to what you're thinking, how you're feeling, how you're acting. And if it's not a reflection of who you want to be, being able to either, if you really can't handle it, to be able to take a step back or just take a moment and go, okay, if I'm not showing up in the way I want to be, what is a reflection of who I want to be? And you start to build that into your day to day. You have a better chance to show up in the way you want and feel the way you want, but you're also going to feel more balanced when you do. Because we can, have the best boundaries in the world, but if we're still super stressed out or being overwhelmed all the time, you're not going to feel very balanced. And so that and so much more is what I share with you in this book, how you can take back control of your days and calm your busy mind and be there for others while making yourself a priority too, and so much more. And so it comes out next week, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Follow me to stay tuned and get your own copy.